Hi guys, my name's Josh, and today we're going to be going over a tutorial on a program called Gimp, which is an open source software, which means it's free. It's very similar to Photoshop in the sense that it's going to be a photo editor. So before we even get started, if you want to get the software, it's free. It's about 1 gig to 2 gigs in your actual computer, and it's cross-platform. So for you Mac users out there, it's going to work just as well as it is for the PC users here. So if you want to get it, go to www.gimp.org, click on download, and just go download Gimp 2.8.6, and further down there's the ones for actual Mac. So what Gimp is going to be doing, it's not going to get you any kind of vector drawings. They are going to be GNU drawings, similar to like a JPEG or a .png file type. But it's great. So let's just open it up here. First thing you notice, it kind of looks like Photoshop. So if you're anything familiar with Photoshop, not too big of a learning curve or transition curve here. You have your toolbox on the left hand side, pops up. When you first get started, it's going to look exactly like this. You got your eraser, you got your dropper, you got your color bucket, your tool, your text tool, your select tool, really all the same tools you have from previous versions. We want to get started though. Same thing as before as in Photoshop or any other program. File, new. You're going to see you have all your templates, or you can go image size. You can choose if you want to choose inches, pixels, anything really. We're just going to start with an A4 sheet. It's very simple, very basic. Now we have a sheet to work with. Now, as you would in Photoshop, you're very you really rely on layers. So if you want to have that layer toolbar come up there, you want to go to Windows, and we're looking for dockable dialogues. And what dockable dialogues are, it's like the toolbox on the left hand side here. It's just going to be any kind of quick function you're going to be using all the time. So you want to open up layers, and you're going to find layers just like you had before. So you have your background image starting off with. If you want to make a new layer, just go down here and make your new layer. Simple as that. You can also drag your layers up and down. If I had anything on the layers, it would make a difference, so I'll show you that after in a second here. So we're just going to open up an image here and import it onto our blank sheet, and we're going to save it. That's going to open up in a new window. Now I'm not going to be going over any kind of tools or processes today, guys. I'm just going over a quick introduction on the program and mostly the file formatting and saving, because it's going to be a lot different than it is going to be in Photoshop. So I'm just going to be doing the select tool, selecting the guy, going Control C, so copy it back into my image and pasting it there. Now all I want to do now is just save this image. Now when you go into like a Paint or anything like that, or Photoshop, when you go to File and Save As, you're going to have the drop down menu to choose your file type. So like JPEG, .jpg, GIF, TIFF, PNG, all that kind of stuff. When we open up Gimp, we're not going to have that. When you go to Save As, you're going to have XCF. Now what XCF is, it's a proprietary save format for Gimp software. So if you save it as that file type, you can open it up in Gimp and edit it again, but you can't open it up in any other software. It's kind of like Vector Magic or any kind of vector generating images software. So in order to save it as like a JPEG, a TIFF, or anything like that, you have to go to File, and we're going to go Export to. Now at the top you're going to see it says untitled.png. Just going to erase that, and we're just going to go Gimp logo, and we're actually just going to type in the extension you want to save it as, so .gpg, so for JPEG. So you're going to have to know what kind of extension you want and find the acronym for it. So for JPEG, it's one of the most common ones you're going to be using. Just JPG will work. Go export. It's going to ask you how you want to format the picture. Do you want to have it a lot of detail, less detail? It'll affect this how big the actual JPEG will be. I'm just going to keep it here and go export. And now my file has been saved or exported into my folder as a JPEG image. that's just the basics of this program, guys. Just how you find Gimp, what Gimp is, how to get your layers and all your kind of toolboxes and all that kind of stuff, and then just mainly how to export images so you can get started. So if you guys are at the college, we're going to load this up on the program on the computer here for you. Instead of using Photoshop, use this, generate your images, load it into Inkscape, and you're good to go for generating any kind of vector images. Any other questions? My name is Josh. My contact information is here at the end. Alright guys, take care.